start again.
No.
No construction work and stuff.
Okay.
No, not this time. So, this club was founded to elevate the profile of the American book collector, because there were all these people assembling these amazing libraries like J.P. Morgan, draw the world's attention to the American book collecting community, and also elevate people's taste, make people aware of how much decline there had been in the quality of book publication, right? Just the quality of paper and bindings, and could we draw interest again in elegant craftsmanship in the binding and printing and designing of books. So our original home in the 1880s was on 32nd between 5th and Madison, so right in the shadow of the Empire State Building. It's a medium-sized Romanesque building. It's 3-4 stories. We outgrew it really quickly because we got a lot of members really quickly. We got a lot of books. And it had a wood frame, which meant that there was the weight of the books posed a risk, and also the threat of fire. So in the 1910s, we got this piece of land. There was a brownstone here. We got it really cheap because the subway was coming in. And so the Baruch family was moving northward, and so we got this land cheaply. So this was built in the 1910s. The architect was better known for his Gothic work, but this is a neoclassical Georgian building. And there were numerous scholarly clubs with their own buildings founded around 1900 all over New York. There was a camera club at 60th and Broadway, and it had a dark room and studio space and meeting space and a library. But their land got valuable by the 1920s or so, and they sold it. And then they figured they might move somewhere else, but then they never found someplace else to go. And then once you lose your home, your building, you kind of lose your soul. So one reason the Grolier Club still exists, open to the public for free, 6 days a week, 11 months a year, since the 1880s, is partly because we have this beautiful building. We have a home. And people are here, there's 800-ish members, 200 of them in the New York area, and there's a ton of both public events and members events here.
And if it is completely free, how does it support itself?
We charge about $2,000 a year for memberships.
Oh.
And you'll see in a moment that we sold our air rights. That this beastly generic condo tower right next to us, they're cantilevered over us, way into the sky. We sold our air rights for $7.25 million. We
Whoa.
socked away millions of dollars.
That's what the air in New York costs.
That's what air in New York costs. Good, fun question. So, our members, just for fun, collect some niche field on a mass scale. So, Pat Peisner, she's 6 feet tall, and she collects miniature books. This is the world's largest book devoted to miniature books. She had an exhibition of her material. You can make children hate the enemy if you give them cartoons when they're little kids as games or books depicting the enemy as a demon of some kind, as it turns out. We have members who collect doodles, magazines, books about plastic surgery, grammar books. This same member is now organizing a show of his dictionaries on a mass scale. So we're all a little quirky. And we brought, a lot of the furniture is from our original home, from our 1880s home. It's copies of 18th century pieces. You used to be able to bring your favorite 18th century chair to the cabinet maker and say, I need 20 of these, right? That used to be a thing.
No copyright, huh?
No copyright of any kind. So this is one of our founders, Robert Hoe. Robert Hoe's family in the early 19th century, British immigrants in New York, they popularized the cylindrical press.
Okay.
Right? They realized how much faster you can turn out fake and real news on a cylindrical press. So they were fabulously rich, the Hoes. They had mansions in the Bronx, multiple mansions in the Bronx. They're still